the mind is a truly fascinating thing. One of my favorite things about the mind is its ability to generate seemingly random thoughts. A friend of mine once asked me what I think the color lilac would taste like if it were frozen. She's not alone. We all have these seemingly random thoughts. For example, I sometimes wonder if the cockroaches in my kitchen meet up with the ants to strategize before venturing out. And sometimes I wonder what sound hot air balloons would make if they collided. Good evening, everyone. My name is Nhlanhla Lucky Nkosi. I'd say I'm the answer to the random thought, what if I gave my child two names that mean the exact same thing? Except my mom already beat me to it. See, her names are Nomathemba and Faith, and once again, two names that mean the exact same thing, just in different languages. See, I'm like most of you. I also have all of these random thoughts, except my thoughts bother me a whole lot more. They bother me so much that I end up listening to them sometimes. Deep down, I am just a child. I'd laugh at very inappropriate things at very inappropriate times. I love playing and building games, and my absolute favorite snack is a yogurt, which I've been told many times is basically just baby food. I also have ADHD, which means that I get distracted at any and everything, and that's why you're seeing so many slides. I work as an engineer, and recently I had a banking client try and explain a very complex banking problem that they needed me to solve. Now, they said a lot of very important things, but while they were speaking, I looked down at my banana-flavored yogurt and thought, man, bananas are awesome. Why don't we drive cars with them? It's a very random thought, and I thought, better yet, forget cars. Why don't we fly drones with these bananas? Now, my client said a lot of very important things that day. But that one thought stuck with me for months. I have great news for you. That thought bothered me enough that I took some time, did some research, and today I'm going to show you how to fly a drone with bananas. Are you ready? So, the most important part is the banana, not even the drone. So, this morning I bought some bananas from a retailer just outside, I won't say which one, and they have been verified by our organizers that these are indeed real bananas. So I go through the very scientific process of connecting these bananas through my laptop so that I can control the drone. The process is very scientific. I need you to pay attention. I've got some cables here, some wires, and I scientifically stick them into the banana. And I'll do that maybe 2 more times, just to make sure that if one of them doesn't work, at least the other 2 can be my fallbacks. Cross fingers for me. I've just got 1 more, and we're done. And there we go. We've scientifically connected my bananas to my laptop. Now, in front of me, which I won't show you, just in case it doesn't work, I've got a piece of software that I've written myself. And what the software is doing now is that it is trying to find this drone that's blinking right in front of us. So I'm clicking connect to the drone right now. Now, in a room with so many Bluetooth devices, I am a bit nervous. Let's see. Cross fingers for me. So my laptop seems to see this drone, and let's see if it'll connect to it. There we go. We now have the drone flying high, which means that I'm now able to touch my bananas. That is the wrong banana. We'll try that one more time. I'll say it again. My laptop can see the drone, connect to the drone, take off from the drone, and now when I touch and let go of the banana, we see that the drone starts moving. When I touch the other banana, now, remember I said bananas are awesome. If you fly a drone with bananas, you're also able to do things like this. I just realized that I forgot to program a landing banana. So let me try and click that. Now, every time I've tried to explain to people, specifically my mother, that I'm going to fly a drone with banana, I'm always asked, what on earth does it look like? I got tired of trying to explain it, so I asked AI to generate an image for me. This is the best that it could do when I told it, a man flying a drone with bananas. This project was loads of fun, but it made me question my sanity a bit. So this made me look to expert neuroscientist, the incredible Jacques Pagsep, who, much like myself, has a background in electrical engineering. Now, through his book named Affective Neuroscience, he coined the idea that there are 7 core instincts in the human brain. And that out of these, the most important one is by far the seeking system. Now, the seeking system is found in all animals. It is a system wherein dopamine, a neurotransmitter that's linked to the pleasure senses that we have, is involved in coordinating planning activities. It drives enthusiasm in all of us, according to Jacques. And of course, this means that all animals, which of course we are, have these chemical reactions that happen in their brain where their bodies reward them with feel-good feelings just for seeking and engaging in finding new knowledge. He explains this through an experiment, an interesting experiment that he conducted, wherein rats were given access to a lever that would shock them. What he found is that these rats would repeatedly engage and touch this lever, not because they enjoyed the punishment, but because that seeking system that drives them to ask the question, will it happen again, are so much stronger than the fear of being electrocuted. Perhaps this then explains why, that regardless of what we as people achieve, we seem to have this never-ending craving of seeking more and achieving more. I was recently blessed with the opportunity to be at the Reina Sofia Museum in Madrid, where I saw some of Picasso's work. One of the things that really stood out for me was the transformation of his work over time. He pushed the boundaries more and more. And the more he became acclaimed and celebrated, the more he pushed the boundaries of his field and form. I think this is testament to just how much he wanted to engage this discovery and seeking system. We see this example with these 3, namely Bezos, Musk, and Branson, where in feeling that they've conquered pretty much everything there is to conquer in the world, they've now started to look to the skies to try and conquer space as well. This is not just a billionaires phenomenon either. We see this with every single person. There's no reason that, or there's no wonder, rather, that we see 100,000 self-help books out there with a promise to help you understand yourself better, to help you manage your time better, to help you be a better parent, a better child, or to even sleep better. These are all aimed at engaging that seeking system that helps us understand ourselves that much better. Now, I'd gone through a lot of bananas in trying to do this. It was loads of fun, but my double-named mother was starting to judge me for wasting all of this food. And then I started thinking, what if I didn't need to waste all of these bananas? What if I could fly this drone without touching anything? And this is what that looks like. We'll try again. Let's hope this time we connect to the right drone. So there, it says it's connected because the lines are solid, and we have our drone taking off. What you'll see is my hand very strategically positioned. And if I start doing this, the drone will start coming to the crowd. Don't worry, I won't crash it into your faces. It means that I can move it back, and now, without even touching anything at all, I can start doing very interesting movements, like rotating the drone in these 2 directions. I'm going to move the drone just off stage so that I can safely land it without crashing in my face. And there we go. Now, I spoke about the power of engaging the seeking system, and I showed you how I went about doing it. If you're interested, I just had a small camera in front of me, and it was watching my hand. So every time I changed position, it would translate those to different commands to the drone. Now, this was very fun for me. And so I started wondering, if this need to learn and grow is so strong in all of us, why then do we struggle with learning new skills? Be it cooking, reading a new book, reading new laws, learning an instrument. Why do we find these tasks so daunting? To get this drone working, I had to learn a number of things that I didn't know before. Bluetooth, packet sniffing, and a whole bunch of other nerdy things. But I enjoyed every single moment of it. So I wonder, why can't everything that I work on be this difficult? In hindsight, even though I talk about just how easy it is to build all of this stuff was objectively challenging, but I persevered even when I really, really struggled at times. Now, I ask myself, why isn't everything else this easy? And I think our inner children, or our inner child, has the answer to this. When we look at children and how they engage with the world in very fascinating ways, from toddlers just eating just about everything they can get their hands on, we see that this idea of engaging with the world in interesting ways and playing with everything that they can find is key to them discovering what really matters. In fact, to get this drone demo working, I'd learned so much about how humans and computers interact that I've now gone on to earn a master's degree on the topic. Thank you. Had you had asked me to register for a master's, I would have told you absolutely not. I'd suffered through much to get my undergrad in engineering. But I managed to do this simply because I entertained the question, how would you go about flying a drone? Again, I am not alone in this. We all have these thoughts in our heads. We all have these pondering questions, like why doesn't toilet paper burn in the microwave? The next time you have one of these thoughts, don't shut them down. Indulge them. Engage them. Play with them. You'll be surprised what they lead you to. My name is Lucky Nkosi. Thank you very much.